This week, I'm drinking out of my brand new Cup of Joey mug. It's clean and cool and reminds me of my very special next guest, the one and only Cris Collinsworth. This is a Cup of Joey with me, Joey Molinaro.
Cup of Joey with Cris Collinsworth. My man, thank you so much for the time. How's the season going for you so far?
Oh, it's been a piece of cake so far, just dodging COVID and broadcasting with masks. And, it's been an unbelievable year. I have no worries, no concerns. My life is so relatively easy compared to every other human being on earth. I'm never going to complain about anything. But this year has just been nuts. And every time you think it's not going to get crazier, it gets crazier. It's just relentless.
I know.
All the stuff that's been going on. It really has been. Thank God they're playing football. Thank God we have some sports that we can tune into and for 15 seconds or 15 minutes or 15 hours of our life, just check out and have a little fun.
Well, I wanted to personally thank you. First time getting to talk to you just on behalf of America, but also my family. I mean, you're the narrator for Sunday nights. You're in the living room with us. We love you. So it's great to always have Cris Collinsworth on the TV for sure.
You're my man. I appreciate it. Yeah, even no slide in. I think you guys are the ones that made the slide famous. So I was like, where did this come from? I had no idea. And I was, for the first 30 seconds, I was hook, line, and sinker when they did the thing on the soccer and put my slide in and the crowd went crazy.
Yeah, no, it was awesome. That's what we do. Literally, everybody in the living room. That's what we do in the slide in. You can't do the slide in this year. I have to ask, do you miss it? Do you feel like something's missing from the broadcast?
You know, in a weird way, it was getting so much attention and it got, you guys made it so famous that it'll be kind of cool to like take a break from it. And then hopefully one day we get back to it and can have a laugh again. You know what I mean? It's like, It's on a COVID hold. Hopefully we'll be back to sliding and gliding and partying and having a good time soon.
Yeah, the slide's like everything else in 2020. We got to just push it back to 2021 and then we'll get back to normalcy, hopefully.
Yeah, I guess. I hope 2020 when I'm doing it. So we'll see.
Did Al know about that, or did he talk to you about that at all? The slide?
Oh yeah, we talk all the time. We talk about everything. So
right.
What was his first idea was, he goes, all right, I'm just going to have you start close to me and I'm going to push you away from me. So get like a sliding chair. So we're going to have you slide out of the frame this time. I was like, oh, that'd be pretty cool actually. But then you'd have to be within 6 feet.
Right.
I mean, it's, you'd think with all the really important things that we had to think about and talk about, there'd be something more than him pushing me in or pulling me in or whatever to talk about. But that's our lives now.
Yeah, no, it's awesome. It's a lot of fun. I see that you picked up podcasting. You're doing the Cris Collinsworth podcast with Richard Sherman. Are you enjoying the podcast world?
I am. And when it was first brought up to me, I thought, and my answer to my PFF guys was, I don't have time to do a podcast. I just don't have time.
Right.
And they said, well, at least, and now I'm getting a call from Al, so I'm going to have to call him right back. Okay. Hold on. I'm not hanging up on you. I'm going to call you right. I'm going to call him right back.
I love it. I appreciate it.
That's big. I'm telling you, I only hang up on Al for my wife, my kids, and now you. So don't tell him.
I won't.
That's expanding the list way too far, and I'm gonna catch Al over this one.
There you go. So you were saying though about the podcast though, you don't have time.
Oh yeah. Yeah. So I was like, I just, I didn't really want to do it, and they said, well, we can get you some guests. We'll get you this guy. We'll get you that guy. Get you that guy. We'll get you Richard Sherman. I was like, whoa. I said, I'll tell you what. I'll do a podcast. You get Richard Sherman every week. If Richard Sherman's on every week, I'll do a podcast. I just think he's one of the most interesting guys that I deal with.
Right. You don't have to do a lot of talking when he's on there.
He grew up in Compton. He went to Stanford. He was salutatorian at his high school. He's in the middle of everything that goes on with the league. I said, and they got Richard. So I don't know, our profits are probably all gone for PFF this year, whatever we paid him, but there he is. So he's my partner now. And he's been great.
Got to check that out. Cris Collinsworth podcast with Richard Sherman. I saw that back in the day, he used to go by the nickname Cadillac.
Yeah.
Is that true?
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Can we bring that back? Do you think you can get Al to bring you in as Cadillac Collinsworth for the podcast?
The rest of the crew all call me that.
Oh, really?
So, yeah, but it's like the best, worst nickname of all time. So in college, I went in to try on, my freshman year, went to try on helmets.
Yeah.
And I went through about 4 or 5 different helmets, and none of them would fit right.
Yeah.
And a guy named Van Jefferson, I think was his last name, Van was definitely his first name, was in line behind me, and he said, Collinsworth, would you come on? They're never going to find a helmet to fit that big old Cadillac head of yours. And so from the first day I was at the University of Florida, I was nicknamed Cadillac because of the size of my head, have nothing to do with, running smoothly or a luxury car, none of that stuff. It was just about the size of my head.
See, I'm a big-headed guy too, so it's nice to have you in the fellow company. But I immediately thought it was just, Collinsworth. He's smooth. He's Cadillac. That's what I thought. So
yeah, well, I should have just left it alone, and not even ever told the story.
once you get back on the phone with Al, I would love to see if you could work that in for Cadillac Collinsworth comes on in, get him to.
Oh, very good, man. I like that.
That's not bad. All right, I want to finish up here with you, Chris. I call it triple shot, just a little segment at the end of the show. 3 quick questions, kind of fun ones here to deal with you. Number 1, would you rather call a wild card playoff game with a full crowd that goes into overtime and finishes 50-48, or a Super Bowl with no fans that finishes 10-3?
Oh, Super Bowl. There's nothing like it. I mean, how many times in your life have you ever woken up and go, I'm about to speak to 115 million people today. I sure hope I don't screw this up. It's a lot, but if you love big moments, some of them are going to be great. Some big moments are not going to work out so well. My dog's going to bark in the background.
All right.
We get a little bit of everything, right? So I forgot. This is speed dial. Go ahead. Sorry.
Yeah. No, you're good. Absolutely. Okay. You're stuck in quarantine with only one of your broadcast partners throughout your years. Who is it and why?
Wow. I definitely Al or Tom Hammond. Those are my 2. Tom Hammond taught me everything and is one of my best friends, and Al's my boy. Joe Buck, I had a lot of fun with Joe Buck too. So you could get a lot worse than hanging out with Joe Buck for a while.
Right. Yeah. I forgot about the Tom Hammond, the Notre Dame connection. I forgot about that. Yeah. That'd be good. All right. And then last one. What's a hobby of yours? What's a hobby of Cris Collinsworth that some people might not know about?
A hobby. God, I'm so boring. What do I like to do?
Is all you do watch film or what?
Yeah. Does that count as a hobby?
I guess. Yeah.
That should not count as a hobby. That's got to be counted as work. But my work is my hobby, so right. That's a good job. Your work is your hobby, right?
Absolutely.
You're having a good time and goofing, and
I'm big goofing. Yeah.
Yeah, I wish I had a good one. Let me think. I got nothing. That's pathetic. I got no hobbies. I've got to change my life. I've got to come up with a hobby.
You don't even golf or anything? I mean,
I do golf, but I mean that doesn't count, right? And during the season I never golf. And I shouldn't even say that. I golfed today, 9 holes with my 2 sons who are in town for a wedding. It's usually never, but I did with them.
I love it. Yeah, Jack sounds more like you than you do. I'm sure you've gotten told that all the time. It's insane.
Oh my God, Jack loves you guys more than life itself. If Jack would quit everything he's doing, I think, to come work for you guys. I'm just saying.
Well, I'll put in a word with the big boss, with Dave. You talk to Al about the Cadillac Collinsworth, and we'll have a mutual agreement there.
And we'll do it again next time when we have a full 3-hour session to go through therapy and everything else.
I love it, Chris. Thanks so much, my man.
Joey, good talking to you, bud.
Right.